just want to jump straight into it because I'm really excited to film this video for you all today. I absolutely love Charlotte Tilbury makeup and I just can't wait to show you guys what I picked up because I have some new goodies in the box today, but I also have quite a bit in my collection anyway, so we're going to do a full face. Some of it will be first impressions and some of it I've tried, tested and loved. The only things that I'm missing from Charlotte Tilbury products are the brows, mascara and concealer, so I thought I would just do my brows off camera to make it easier. The next product that I'm going to try, which is a new one for me, is the Hollywood Flawless Filter. Bit of a backstory to this, but I have tried a sample of it a good couple of years ago now. I was in London with my friends and we went into the Charlotte Tilbury store and they gave me a sample and I think they gave me about 4. They were really generous with it. So I tried it the next day when I was putting my makeup on and I hated it. I really could not get to grips with it and I don't know what it was about it. So anyway, I was like, maybe I'm doing it wrong, let me try it a different way. And I ended up using all 4 samples and hated every single one. So it's just been one of those products that I've completely avoided buying. However, I've seen so many people use it, it's actually a joke and everybody says great things about it. So it must have just been me, or it must have just been because it was a sample. I'm going to try it again because I've seen too many good things to miss out on using it. So let's see what I think. It says that the future has arrived. Hollywood Flawless Filter, a magical new flawless filter for perfect looking skin, enriched with a filter which acts like a digitally enhanced filter for your skin. It soft focuses, perfects and illuminates for a dewy, flawless superstar youth glow. And then it says you can apply it all over the face as a flawless filter, on top of foundation if you want extra coverage, or I believe that some people also mix it in with their foundation. I'm going to apply it before like a primer, as obviously we haven't got any moisturiser or primer on. I like that it's a little doe foot applicator. Oh, and I got the shade 4, medium 4. I thought I'd go with a medium because I usually have fake tan on. I'm really excited to see how this is gonna look. You know, did I have the wrong shade? Was the sample just bad? Do I just not like the product? We will soon find out. And I don't know if this is just me, but I kind of feel like it smells like burnt straighteners. Possibly just my smell, who knows? So it's definitely glowy, giving you a nice dewy glow, which I feel would be really nice in the summer, maybe when you're on holiday and you want a little bit of something, if you're going out for lunch but you don't really want to wear much makeup. So I will say that it has give my skin a really nice glow, and I suppose it has give it a little bit of a filter. Do I think it's worth £35 though? I mean, we'll see what it looks like once I've put my foundation on, see if that makes a big difference, but I don't know, it is nice. I don't know whether I'm being harsh. Maybe I'm being harsh. It definitely looks really nice on camera. Okay, so the next product that I'm going to try is the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I've heard so many people rave about it and I just had to try it. So this could go terribly wrong because I've had to colour match online and I haven't had any of Charlotte Tilbury's foundations before. They do have like a foundation colour finder, so you can put in, you know, shades that you have in other products and then match it up to that. So it says, a full coverage foundation with a flawless matte long lasting finish. Apply your airless foundation, blending outwards from the centre of your face for a flawless airbrushed finish. So I believe as well that a little bit goes a very long way with this foundation. So I'm going to put it on my finger and then I'm going to dot it. So... oh, I do not like the smell of that. No, that does smell like paint or something. Oh, I can't even tell you what that smells like, but I'm not a fan of that. I feel like I'm being so critical. I'm going to build this up because I know that it is a full coverage foundation. So we're going to start off small and apply more if we need. So that coverage is really nice. And I was right there, a little bit goes a long way. I think as well, because we've got the filter on underneath, that also makes a big difference with the coverage. But that is a really nice coverage. Okay, so that definitely does what it says on the tin. It is definitely flawless. That is really nice. I'm really impressed with that foundation actually. It may be my new foundation because that is so nice. And I think shade wise I did really well considering that I just did that offline. I think that's really good. So for shade reference I got 6 neutral, and usually I stay away from neutral shades. I prefer either a warmer one or what have you, but when I was looking at the swatches the neutral seemed really warm, so I didn't want to go for a warm shade and then be too warm. I'm really impressed with that actually. I really like it. I think it's a matte foundation. It says that it's a flawless matte foundation. I definitely wouldn't say that it's matte, but maybe that's just the filter, the Hollywood Flawless filter coming through. But even so, you would expect it to maybe be a little bit more matte with it being full coverage. But either way, I like it because then we can powder where we want to, but then the rest of the face still has a really like healthy glow to it and it's not super matte. Unfortunately, I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury concealer, and to be honest, I didn't want to pick it up. It has the little sponge applicator similar to the Maybelline one. They get really like dirty and crusty and then they soak up so much product, and I feel like they're quite a bit of a waste, and I just didn't want to spend the amount of money. I think it was like £24, £25 on a concealer that I didn't think I was going to love, especially because I didn't like the packaging. And the other thing is when I watched videos of other people using it, it's one of the twist up ones, and that obviously comes through the sponge, and literally one girl twisted it up and half of the concealer was gone, and she didn't even use that much, and I just thought it's just not good value for money. So I'm just going to use one that I know is grey and that I love, and that is the Nars Creamy Concealer, and my shade is Custard. And then I'm just going to apply a little bit on the head, down the centre of the nose and on the chin. I would love to know your guys' opinions on the concealers or any kind of products that have that like twist up and then a sponge on the end, because personally I'm not a fan of it. And I know a couple of my friends don't like that either, but I'd love to know in the comments what you guys think. Do you like that kind of packaging or do you prefer something else? Far so good. I'm really liking this base, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. I'm excited to try the foundation without the flawless filter and to see how different that is. I'd like me to do an updated Charlotte Tilbury makeup and maybe not use the flawless filter and just see what it looks like just the foundation, because obviously if you're going to buy them both, I think that's like 70 quid or so. So that obviously would be really expensive. So if you want me to do an updated version and also let you know in that video how this foundation lasted, because obviously I'm going to wear this now and then I will keep it on for the rest of the day so I can let you guys know, then please let me know, because I would be interested to try that on its own and see if we prefer it with or without, because obviously I wasn't 100% sure. I'm not saying that I don't like the filter. It was nice, very dewy for me, but is it worth £35, and is it that that's making the foundation really nice, or is it the foundation that's really nice? I would love to know what is the best way to go about it. So if you want to see that, then please let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up, and I will do that video for you. So another product I'm really excited to try, and this is another first impressions, it's the Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I wanted to try this for a long time, as I've heard so many people talk about this too, and this powder is £35, which I just think so expensive for a powder, but everybody says that it's worth it, so we will give it a little go and see if it's worth it. It's really that I'm doing this video in lockdown. I feel like with this kind of flawless full coverage base that's cost so much money, I should be going out, should be going having drinks, but here we are getting ready for the front room.
Oh, do you know what?
That is really nice. I will say as well, a little bit goes a long way. I kind of like dipped my brush in it a little bit too much, and then there was a lot of powder, so I will say don't use too much. A little kind of dab is enough, but that looks really nice. Okay, that is a thumbs up from me. £35 is a lot for powder. You know, I do have some other powders that I absolutely love that is less than half the price of that, but that honestly is so nice. I think for bridal makeup that would be absolutely beautiful under the eye. I'll definitely take some pictures afterwards and do a flashback test and make sure that there's no flashback in any of the pictures, but that looks absolutely beautiful, and it looks so nice in person as well, which is good. It doesn't look, you know, too heavy or too cakey. It doesn't make you look wrinkly. So for any of my maturer viewers, then this might be a nice powder for you guys to try. So my next product is another really raved about product, which is the Film Star Bronze and Glow. Now for the big size of this, it's actually £50, and if I'm honest, I already have a palette of Charlotte Tilbury highlighters, which I'm going to show you in a minute, so I didn't really want another highlighter. I wanted to try it for the bronzer, and £50 is a lot for when I know I'm just pretty much going to use the bronzer. So what I decided to do was buy the mini version, which was £25, and it's really cute actually, so I'll just show you here. So you have your sculpt and you also have your highlight, and I got the light to medium set because the medium to dark looked really dark, so I'm excited to try it. But again, quite an expensive product if you wanted it for just the bronzer, so definitely look out for the mini. It would be good actually if they could just do a like mini bronzer or something like that, because I would definitely have bought that if it was just like the bar of bronzer, but it was still the Film Star one because everybody raves about this sculpt. So it's quite a sheer bronzer in the sense that you dip it in the product and it doesn't go on really heavy too much too quickly, which I definitely prefer. I don't really like it when you put your brush into the product and then you put it on your face and then you having to work it out for ages, that it's not just stuck in one place. So that's really nice and it's really pretty, and again, bridal makeup, I think this would be really nice for. Bronzer is absolutely beautiful and it has quite a nice sheen to it. It's not shimmery because I don't like that, but it definitely has like a really nice kind of sheen that gives you like that extra dimension, which is obviously what you'd want in a bronzer. So that I absolutely really love. I'm not going to use this highlighter because, like I said, I have a whole palette of highlighters which I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but I will definitely test out this highlighter. Maybe if you want me to do that other video, then we can try the highlighter out of this palette. For blusher, I'm going to use the Glowing Pretty Skin palette, which I've already used. I love this. It's been in my collection for quite a while now. So as you can see, I've already hit pan, like way past pan, on the contour and bronze. I don't think that it's the same as the Sculpt powder. It doesn't seem to be anyway. So I've way hit pan on that one, also hit pan on the powder, and again it's just called powder on the back, so I don't think it's the Airbrush powder, but it could be. And then we have two blushes, which this is my absolute favourite. This is really pretty on really pale skin tones, but this is absolutely stunning on anyone who's got an olivey skin or a little bit more tan. This one's called Summer Blush and this one is Blush Pretty. And then we also have two highlighters which are just called Glow. So for today's blusher, I'm going to use the Summer Blush. Oh, just look how that goes on so beautifully. I think the Charlotte Tilbury blushes are about £35 as well. But to be honest, blusher you use every day and it never seems to run out. It takes you ages. Like, I absolutely love these, and as you can see, they've like nowhere near hit pan yet. So that is something I would invest £35 in because they do last quite a long time and it is just so pretty. And then for highlighters, we have the Glow Gasm face palette, and I love the packaging of this. I love what's inside this. I absolutely love it. Again, this was quite pricey, but it is amazing. Highlight and illuminate, the multi glow, the bronze, and then the pop blush. So they're all so beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pop a little bit of this where my blusher is, and then I'm going to go over with the multi glow used for blush. I'm just going to go over that just a little bit, but I'm going to give us a really glowy look because I just feel like that's Charlotte Tilbury down to a T. A peaches and cream brush, I'm just going to go into that multi glow product. And what I do really like about Charlotte Tilbury's highlighters are they're not that absolutely blinding glow kind of highlighter, but they're just so pretty and they sit in the skin because obviously it's designed to be for models and it's designed to be used on photo shoots and stuff, so it looks really, really pretty on the skin. On to eyes, I have a couple of different palettes for this. I have my new one, which is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, which is the one I'm going to be using today. I have another one that's similar to this packaging. I think it's called the Day to Night palette, if I'm not mistaken. So it's in one of the long palettes like this one. And then I have my absolute favourite ever, which I was so made up when I bought this because I had my eye on it for a long time, but it is the Dolce Vita palette, and if you don't know, then you need to know. It's unreal. Any MUAs that do brides, you need this. It's £45, so it is quite pricey, but the amount of brides I've used this on, it's been way worth it. So I absolutely love this palette. If you want me to do that other video, then this is the palette that I'd probably use because it's just absolutely stunning. It's very bougie for just every day, but it is beautiful. If you're going out, or say you don't go out that often, but you know, you like to do your own eyeshadow for a night out, then this would be a really nice palette to buy yourself. Palette. I'm so excited for the colours in this, but how pretty. I literally love them all. I go with these tones, I think, because I haven't done anything on my channel with these kind of tones yet. I'm going to do a very true to Charlotte Tilbury kind of eye look. Very glowy, very shimmery, very model-y, not your typical Instagram makeup. So I'm going to go in with my finger with this colour out of the Dream Glow side. So first off, I'm going to go in with this. So it looks like this. And I'm just going to apply that straight onto my eye. This is the only problem with having false nails. You can't get into the inner corner, but that's fine. I'm going to blend what I can out anyway. Simply, I'm just going to buff it out. And I didn't apply it neatly at all with my finger, which is the point. I don't want this to be a really structured eye look. We want this to be a really nice, pretty, blown out, glowy look. So as you can see, that's just give us a really nice depth and base for the eye. I'm going to go in from the Love Glow section and I'm going to go for this pink here. But this time I'm going to take it on a brush just so I can pack over the top. And same on this eye. I'm just going to blend the edges of that one. I absolutely love this kind of makeup because I call it the lazy girl makeup in the sense that you don't have to do a whole lot. It doesn't need to be so structured like Instagram makeup. It's just pretty all over makeup and I absolutely adore this kind of eye look. So again, from the Love Glow section, I'm going to go in with this colour here. And I'm going to focus this in my crease. So I'm going to take this nice and slowly and just kind of buff out. And then with the brush we were using to buff out before, I'm then going to go on the very tip of that shadow and I'm going to just slowly buff it out. And this is what's going to give you that really nice blend upwards. So I'm going to go back in with this. I haven't applied any more product, but I'm just going to go back into the crease and add a little bit more depth. And then again with our blending brush, I'm just going to buff that colour outwards. And then this is the point where you need to have a look, see whether you want it a little bit deeper, a little bit darker, do you want it a little bit higher, lower, whatever. I'm just going to add a tiny little bit more into that crease just for that little bit extra depth. With that pink shade and just make sure that the lid has enough pigmentation on it. Then I'm going to take this colour here from the Love Glow side again, but this time just focus it right on the inner corner. I'm not going into the inner corner of the eye, I'm just going to the inner corner part of the lid. Then just going to take this colour here for the inner corner and brow highlight. And then I do actually have a Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil, which I was going to use for my waterline and for my lash line. But for the absolute life of me, I can't find where I've put it. So I'm going to go into that Dolce Vita palette and I'm going to use this darkest brown shade just to give us that little bit of depth around the lash line. Really just going to feather it around the lash line, not being too perfect because I don't want this to be too overpowering for the shadows we've put on the lid, but it's just to add a little bit of more of a dimension. Then I'm just going to go back into this colour here to take along my lower lashes. So unfortunately I don't have the Charlotte Tilbury mascara, so I'm just going to go ahead and apply my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara off camera, and then I'll be back. So I don't have any Charlotte Tilbury lashes because they're very, very, very natural and they're just not me, to be honest. So I didn't want to spend the money on something that I won't wear. So I actually got gifted these lashes by We Love Lashes, which is off falselashes.co.uk. So I just thought that I would add these just to complete the look. I honestly don't think I could ever go on a night out with just mascara. I always have to add lashes. I just think they add so much more to the look. So that's lashes applied, and I really do think they just make the biggest difference, but of course you can wear this look without. So next is lips, and one of my favourite products from Charlotte Tilbury, and maybe one of the first products I ever got from Charlotte Tilbury, is the lip liner in the shade Pillow Talk. If you haven't tried this, then you 100% need to. It's one of the best lip combos I've ever used. As you can see, it's just such a nice nude lip colour, and it also goes into my lip colour really, really nicely. And then to finish off the combo, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lipstick. Again, I've had this forever and I love it. And it's also one of my bride's favourites. A lot of people have Pillow Talk or Velvet Teddy by MAC. So I'm quickly going to spritz with the MAC Prep and Prime Setting Spray. So that is the finished video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you have any opinions on any of the products that I've used today, then please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys think of these products too. Also, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video.